What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rants and Rambles, the video series where I talk about shit that matters even less than usual. So, I'll go ahead and just get this quick intro done with. This is basically a video series where I'll talk about shit that doesn't really matter, doesn't pertain to anything. It's just stuff that I thought about during the day and I felt like making a video about. In this case, this is something that's been like kind of weighing on me in the past, for the past like 2 hours. There's not going to be as much thought put into this as my other videos because this is literally just me talking about something that like happened today, or I guess like culminated today, I guess. I don't really have much to say, much of importance to say. So let me tell you guys what I've been up to today. I made a Reddit post not too long ago, maybe like 3 hours ago or some shit like that, and I'll tell you what, I got kind of pissed off. I made the mistake of venting on a normie subreddit, and of course, as soon as they kind of clocked that, oh, this guy's an incel, then I got kind of attacked. Basically, my dilemma was that I have a history of being a beta cuck. This is a video that I plan on making in the future. Basically, what would happen with me is that I would make friends with a girl. Well, okay, sorry, I liked a girl, right? I would like a girl. I would muster up the courage and go talk to her or whatever. Or maybe she would talk to me, I don't know. But one way or another, I wind up falling in love with her and talking to her, but she doesn't like me back, and I wind up just being a simp, right? I do everything for her, whatever. And it's a very manipulative relationship because generally what happens is that, oh, you're so sweet, Jack. Will you do this for me? Will you do that for me? Will you do, just, and I don't know. It just sucks. Whatever. I'm not gonna go super into it. Point is, that's kind of put me off having female friends because the thing is, all my female relationships in the past have been from girls who thought they could get like brownie points from like for talking to the quiet guy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't come from a place of actual kindness, but it comes from a place of, oh, this guy's quiet. Wouldn't I be so kind and cool if I were to talk to them and make friends with them? And so I kind of that's how I made my female friends. And that's a one-way ticket to symptom, I guess. So experiences like that have kind of put me off making friends with women. And at my current job, which is actually very female dominated, this is relevant for a reason I'll tell you in a bit. It's very female dominated. I kind of have a hard time making friends with females. I don't know, like it's not the case with all of them, but like I guess it's kind of a certain personality type almost. But there's a girl who I kind of made friends with, and it was a different situation though. She wasn't like talking to me because she was getting brownie points for talking to the quiet guy. She was talking to me because I actually like initiated conversations and whatever. And obviously she doesn't like me. I liked her for a bit. Honestly, I still do. She's cute as fuck, but that's not relevant anymore. Because the point is, I kind of ended up in a situation where I almost resent her, and I'm at the point where I don't want to talk to her on principle. I don't want to become friends with her or still be friends with her on principle simply because I feel like a beta cuck. And so that's something that's kind of been plaguing my relationship with women in general because I've noticed that whenever I make friends with a girl, I'm always like super fucking careful not to like overcommit to the relationship. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to wind up being in that same manipulative friendship again. So that's kind of manifested in a form of I cannot make female friends because I'm almost terrified that they're going to cuck me again and turn me into a beta orbiter, and I really don't want that to happen again, man. I really don't want to go back to that. Please don't let me go back. So I voiced my concerns out, and I said, am I worrying over nothing? Should I still try to be friends with women given the opportunity, or is it better for me to just if I start feeling that sort of simp relationships come on, then maybe I should just cut it off immediately. And of course, the first comment I got was actually from a gay guy who was this. He basically accused me of oh, I bet you didn't even ask those girls out. Which admittedly, yes. Okay, I did not ask some of those girls out, many of those girls out, but some of them I did, and obviously what wound up happening was oh no, Jack, I don't see you like that. Sorry, but we can still be friends, right? And of course, I fall for that like a fucking bitch. Every single time, I always fall that. God damn, I don't know why I do that shit to myself. You never want to just be friends. I don't know. Maybe other people can do it, but I really feel like those people are in denial. Because if you like a girl and you're like friends with her, and like it's a very one-sided thing, it's man, there's no way that's beneficial to anybody. Like that's detrimental, like, to your fucking emotional health. And like in the vein of that, this girl that I'm talking to at work is a little bit of a tangent, but she also has like a couple of best friends. Literally, both of her best friends are in love with her, and she knows this, and she just doesn't care. Okay, so she like cuddles and sleeps with her male best friend, and I cannot tell you how fucked up that is. Because like being a guy who's been in a situation not exactly like that, but like in a situation kind of like that, where like I like this girl, but she doesn't like me back. And instead of just letting me go and letting me get over it and like letting me, heal or something, I don't fucking know. She has the fucking nerve to be like, no, so, stay by me. And like it sucks having that kind of thing constantly, like, having this girl that you like, you see her every single day. It's like a goal that's like in reach every single time, but you know that you'll never be able to have it. You know what I mean? It just uh, But that rant over. Back to the point that I was making. I basically replied to that guy and told him what I said, and honestly, I don't remember his reply. He was a cool guy. What really pissed me off is this girl who came in next time, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't as memey as some people kind of make it out to be, I guess. But like some of the stuff that she said in that comment was straight up like the stuff that people meme on. And like I thought you guys were kidding. I thought you guys were fucking joking. I had no idea that people actually said, like, okay, so I've seen people say that shit before, but honestly, I kind of just like didn't believe it because nobody had ever said that shit to me before. But like now that somebody has actually unironically said, something about a personality detector to me, like it's just crazy to me that people actually believe that kind of thing. Basically, what she said was, well, honey, we can tell when a guy, is desperate and just wants to get in our pants, and it puts us off. Like, shut the fuck up. I wasn't even gonna fucking argue with her about that fucking personality detector bullshit, but I basically told her that she couldn't possibly understand what I've what I've gone through, the wars I've seen, the blood I've whatever. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that I was basically saying that I wind up falling in love with girls who talk to me, right? Any girl who shows me attention. And one of the things that she said in her comment was, it doesn't feel great to know that a guy would have dated any girl who gave him a chance, right? To which I say, to which I said, isn't that literally the entire male dating game? Like, what the fuck happened to, oh, it's another numbers game, Go out and ask this girl, go out and ask, the next girl, keep asking girls until one of them, like, what happened to that? That's literally how relationships work. Whoever says yes first gets the relationship, right? I don't know what the fuck she was thinking saying that shit. Honestly, she hasn't replied to my comment yet, so I probably shouldn't be making this video yet. Because I'm probably gonna get pissed off all over again when I read her reply. But her comment actually made me do some reflection. Because one of the things that she said was you shouldn't approach every woman with the intent of dating her. And this is obvious, right? Like this isn't anything like it's not a revelation or anything like that. I'm not fucking dumb, right? But I did have to think for a second. Maybe my hang up with being a beta cuck comes from the fact that I am seeing it as if I'm not in a relationship with a girl, then having a friendship with with her, inherently makes me a beta cuck. And maybe that's the mentality that I need to get away from. Because what it comes down to is that I guess something that I don't like to admit is that I have the personality of a beta cuck. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I hear myself talk, and I just think, what the fuck are you saying, dude? Like, why are you acting like this? But that's honestly, I guess that's just who I am, especially around women. Around guys, I'm a little bit better, but around women, for some reason, this beta cuck. I keep saying that over and over again. And I'm actually getting sick of myself saying it, but for whatever reason, this behavior of mine rears its head whenever I'm talking to a woman, and so that kind of got me thinking. And so I guess the answer to my dilemma is really just that I need to stop seeing female relationships like that, and I guess the main issue is that I can't stop myself from falling in love with girls. I can't, man. Um, I really think that if I did date a girl, I would probably stop having those thoughts. Because I'll tell you what, like sometimes I'll fall in love with a girl that I know full well I would never be able to have a relationship with. Like I literally know, like when I meet her, I'm just like, oh yeah, this is never gonna work out. Our personalities clash too much. Our personalities are not compatible. A relationship between us is just never going to thrive. Yeah, I still fall in love with him just because I'm that pathetic. But I think that if I had a relationship, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, I'd have self control. You know, I'm not fucking. It just pissed me off. She really had the fucking nerve to say that shit. Uh, oh, you know, fucking. It's not great to date a guy who would have said yes to the first girl who gave him a chance. Like, fuck you, man. But she's right. Whoever says yes to me first gets me, I guess. Not that that's exactly a great prize or anything, but. So I guess the moral of the story is that I need to learn to stop falling in love with every woman that I meet, and I need to stop associating being a beta cuck with being friends with women. Now, I think a lot of people would say that being friends with women is just a bad idea because women are just inherently garbage, to which I somewhat agree with. But that's a topic for another day. I honestly, I think a lot of incels. Fuck. Okay, so I damn it. This is a different video. This is a topic for a different video. I'm not gonna go into this bullshit. I just really hate how when you make a post on Reddit, people seem to automatically assume the absolute worst of you. And like, I don't exactly blame them, but like, you have extremely limited context. And for some reason, these people will like take these little details and run with them and just assume like major things about my life. And like, this is something that's happened time and time again. Like, I try to keep my posts short and sweet so that people will actually be inclined to read them. I don't really want to give them my life story as to how I came to this conclusion or whatever. So I just kind of like give them, you know, the end of it, and then they just assume, oh, this guy's a scumbag. This guy's a piece of shit, you know, without really thinking, you know, stopping and thinking for a second. Well, maybe there's a reason for this, you know. I guess everybody just puts it in the context of their own experiences, which is kind of stupid. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say.